Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here is the Universe card. That is you. I think right now this might be our feeling of life right now, because this card's it can make us feel as if the universe is this wide open, vast, cold, and lonely place, right? So I kind of feel as if the work for you right now is making sure that you have your roots set down. Make sure that you know what your kind of niche is in the universe, trying to see where we really fit in to the bigger picture, okay? We need to put some context on this card. I feel like there's been something going on that's kind of been delayed. Yeah, I feel like there's been some waiting around for you. And I think in that period of waiting, we're starting to kind of wonder, is this really where I'm supposed to be? What is my contribution? What is my place in the bigger universe? So let's put that card into some context and let's see what we're waiting for. Oh, we're waiting for a jackpot. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think we're waiting probably for some money to come in. We're waiting for, maybe you're a contractor, you're waiting to get paid for something. Here is that Knight of Cups that seems to make an appearance in your life quite often. Here's an 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the Star. Ooh, yes, see, this is nice. I think we are waiting for something in the physical world, something very tangible. We're waiting for that money to come in. We're waiting to get paid for a contract or for a job, or we're waiting for a settlement. We're waiting for, whatever it might be. That's really going to help us in the physical world, I think, pay some things off, and really a lot of good things that this money's going to go toward, right? But at the same time, while we're waiting, we're also having this kind of spiritual experience, this existential contemplation of our place in the universe. See, there's the universe here, which is the infinite space, infinite stars thereof, right? And this is kind of one particular star. This is yours. This is you, right? And I wonder if we're kind of thinking that our destiny, our fate is still kind of way far out there. There's so many stars around. It's kind of like, which one am I, right? Where do I fit in to everything? So let's keep going here. We have the Hermit. We have an 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and a 4 of Cups. Well, I think that the financial situation that we see here, maybe this is something that really is, with the 10 of Pentacles, this is something that's coming into your life that's going to give you a little bit more free time, that I think is going to kind of provide you the opportunity to think about where you belong in the universe. It's almost like we get this break, and we really are prompted by the universe to start thinking of the bigger picture. Where do we belong? Where am I going? What am I doing? What is my destiny? What is my fate? Right? And I think that when we're caught up in a lot of these 5 of Pentacles types of things, which this is the card that's right at the top of your path here, when we're in just kind of survival mode and we're trying to make ends meet, I don't think it affords us a lot of time to really consider the bigger picture, right? To consider, because these are our major arcana and, of course, the Hermit, right? So I think that it's kind of, it's almost a retirement from the maybe the rat race, right? The retirement kind of, or the taking a break from whatever the kind of turmoil of life is, survival mode, or trying to make ends meet, or just the the kind of daily grind that we're all involved with, right? Kind of taking a step back from this into a little bit of a hermit mode and considering what the larger context of your life is, okay? Now, we're going to select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down over here. We'll put Mr. Ed, the tiny horse, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments. Let's look around again. We know we have our majors, right? The three majors, and I think is talking about the spiritual journey for you. It's kind of saying that you're turning within to try to discover what is the meaning of all of this, right? What's the purpose of, maybe it's part of this Eight of Cups too. We're feeling a little bit of angst, right? Just kind of generalized angst about life because it seems like it's always a struggle, it's always a fight. And then of course we're waiting for this big payoff that we know is meant for us at some point in our life. And, maybe we're getting these in small doses, these kind of 10 of Pentacles moments that allow us to take care of what this is. I feel like you're very good at making ends meet. And I feel like you're someone that really does grind. I feel like you put in the hard work and, you're able to solve the problem of the week. You're able to get the things done that you need to get done. And the month you've succeeded, right? And then the next month it kind of starts over again. Now we've got to really hustle and grind and we've got to make ends meet again. And I feel like it's a repeating pattern. Here's that Eight of Cups. We're starting to wonder, what's the point of it all, right? And so what I see, especially with the Hermit and the Knight of Cups, is that we're starting to kind of be drawn towards something else. We realize that maybe this kind of rat race, this kind of grind is not really all there is. And so we're kind of flowing down here now with the Knight of Cups searching for that deeper meaning of life, searching for that path that we're meant to be on. Maybe it's not just trying to make the ends meet every month and striving after this pot of gold that seems to be ever elusive, right? Because remember, the Ten of Pentacles is our ideal of success, our ideal of wealth and happiness. Okay, this is the picture of your best life. Now, if I ask you, a week ago to get out a sheet of paper and a pencil and draw a picture of your best life, right? What would you draw? But then if I ask you today or next week to do the same thing, I think you would draw something different because I think our goals are changing, let's say. Okay, I think we're at a time in our life where we want something deeper, something more meaningful, something more Gnostic, something that gets to the heart of our lives, that gets to the heart of existence a little bit. Puts us in a deeper connection with the divine energy. And this this pattern over here is just going to keep repeating. Okay, it's conflict, and it is then we resolve the conflict, at the end of the week or the end of the month. But then it's kind of the knowledge that we're just going to be right back there again. So I think we're seeking something different here, and this is us, I think, on a quest. The Knight of Cups very often is on the quest for the Holy Grail, right? And I think the Holy Grail is your star. It's your divinity. It is the conscious knowledge of your divine self and your connection with the divine universe, And I think it really is finding your place in the universe, finding the deeper meaning, the hidden reality behind what the appearances of things are. This seems to be what we do every day. We grind, the day ends, and then we have to go back and just do it again tomorrow, right? But this is something that kind of is behind the scenes. This is the mundane, terrestrial kind of life that I think we're all pretty much involved with. We all do this to some degree. But this is that deeper meaning, right? This is that deeper meaning. And I think there's something particular going on with you this week. Some struggle, some conflict, some worry. I think it's about something physical. It could be health, it could be wealth, right? It could be fitness, could be finances. I think it's going to really, you're going to find the solution for it. It's going to come to a head. Something is going to resolve. But I think it's kind of like, it's intense enough that it gives you the final feeling of this Eight of Cups, where you're just like, okay, I got to find something different, you know? And I think we're making this conscious decision in life to go after something that's more heartfelt, right? If we're going to be grinding every day, no matter what, might as well do something we enjoy, right? Might as well pursue something that has a deeper meaning for you personally, yeah? Either way, it's going to be a grind, right? Might as well be a grind that you feel in your heart is part of your spiritual reality, part of your spiritual self, part of your divine energy, part of your destiny and your fate, right? You might as well grind doing something that you feel is kind of establishing you in the larger context of the universe, okay? So we've got, obviously we've got our major arcana in these positions. And the Hermit, I think, is really that kind of the change, going within and trying to find what does all of this really mean to us, okay? Now, we don't have any fire energy. We've got an okay amount of water. Going from an 8 to a 4, I think, is pretty good. It's at least a stabilization of the emotions. With the Four of Cups here at the end, this is the idea that because see, this card, the Four of Cups, is called luxury. Luxury, right? And I think what it really is indicating here for us today is that the things that we once thought of as our goals, as our desires that we want to fulfill to make us feel good, the luxuries that we seek, don't mean the same thing to you anymore. Your idea of desire, of luxury, of success, of pleasure is changing. Yeah. So the things that once you thought you wanted in life, the things that you thought would make you happy, now just seem like childish toys, you know? I think that you're finding this deeper sense of purpose in life. And that's intensely satisfying to you, but not the things that we used to seek out, you know? So the Four of Cups, anyway. We don't have any air energy either, which is interesting, but then we've got a lot of the earth energy. And even the universe or world card is earth energy. Even the Hermit is earth energy, right? So it's mostly water and earth here today. And so to me, it means that we're feeling something different. Our emotional reality is changing. And that's leading you to make different choices in your life, right? Our behaviors are changing because we're coming to this kind of emotional truth. You know, we're discovering this emotional reality. And when I say emotional, I mean like a deeply kind of a sense of spiritual connection, like a divine love kind of emotion that I think is guiding you toward different activities in life, you know? Or a different experience of life, and trying to nudge the river, right? Trying to move the course of your life in a way that seems a little bit more harmonious for you, okay? Because the Eight of Cups, yeah, the Eight of Cups is a cycle that we're in, because the 8, right, it's a figure 8, it's a loop. It loops back in on itself constantly. There's no getting out of that cycle, right? It's just it's the infinity loop, you know, keeps going around and around. And this is that cycle of the kind of conflict and then resolution. And then next day, conflict, resolution, conflict, resolution. And it's, you know, it's like a weekly drama on TV or something. It just never ends. Something that jumped the shark years ago, but they just keep making season after season after season. And I think that we're starting to realize the futility of that and the dissatisfaction that we feel in that daily grind. Now, maybe this isn't going to be a popular reading. I don't care. This is the energy that's in the room right now. And I feel as if this is a system we know we can't stay involved with forever, right? This cycle that you're in, this pattern of, conflict and resolution, is not something that is sustainable for you. See, with the Eight of Cups, we see the water leaking out, right? It's a despair. It's an increasing sense of angst, I think, in the way things are going right now. With the way we seem to be caught in this loop of, the Five of, it's like there's always some sort of disaster that we're trying to get out from underneath, right? But see, the universe and the Ten of Pentacles is really, these are very, very good cards. I think that your jackpot is coming. I think whatever conflict you're underneath now, again, this is kind of above your head, right? This is the dark cloud that's above you, this worry. I think this is going to be resolved in a way that is just spectacular, literally just a jackpot of money to solve this problem for you. But that doesn't make you happy, right? Maybe it makes you realize that, hey, this is the last time I want to do this, Maybe this is prompting us, maybe this is that big jackpot, that huge win. And it's going to give us the opportunity to think, I need to do something else with my life. I need to use this to then start following my bliss a little bit, start following my star, get in touch with this divine energy, and use this, whatever this, it feels financial to me, but we use whatever this Ten of Pentacles is. Use it to get closer to your star, to use it to follow your path a little bit closer. Okay, use it to set out on this quest, like this Knight of Cups I think it's revealing kind of your inner nature here, that you're ready for this. There's part of you that wants to go and seek this divine energy, to seek yourself, to seek gnosis, to seek your divine energy, to seek the light and the love of spirit. To get out of this. Get out of this cycle. Now, this doesn't have to be financial. This could be any kind of, pattern of behavior. This could be relationships. This could be work stuff. It could be whatever, right? But going over here to the Hermit energy, this is you kind of withdrawing from this cycle and just saying, okay, I need to at least step back from it. Because if we're caught in that loop, right? If we're caught in that figure eight, we can't really see what's going on. That's all we know is what's happening right now. If we use this Hermit energy to take a step back and look at the bigger picture, but look within, maybe we could see that, oh wow, I've been stuck in that figure eight for a long time, And so maybe we'll start to see that there's a lot more to life. There's a lot more to me. There's a lot more to spirit, to the universe, to, the divine energy. There's a lot more out there or in there that needs to be explored and, experienced. Yeah. And so from this, I think we're starting to venture out into the world in this Eight of Pentacles mode, which is a little bit more cautious. We're not rushing into anything. We're not looking to get just immediately into the next kind of loop, right? The next figure eight, even though this is an Eight of Pentacles. We're being cautious about, how we manifest our behaviors, what choices we make. And so it's kind of like we're not overcommitting ourselves. We're not going from one really stressful and strenuous job to the next, We're being very cautious. It's kind of like you have all of this money now. You get this big windfall of cash. And you're not just investing in the first thing that comes along. You're not buying the first thing that catches your eye. You're being very cautious. You're saying, I know that I've got to use this in the right way. Whether this is time or money or space or whatever energy. We're being very cautious with how we utilize it. Because we don't want to get stuck in the same. We want to be, if we're going to be in a loop, right? If we're going to have to go through the cycles of life, which we all do, I want it to be something that is fulfilling. I want it to be something that makes me feel like I'm following my destiny, that I'm leaving my mark on the universe, that I am where I am supposed to be. So the Eight of Pentacles is that very cautious, getting involved with other things. We're going to be entangled with things no matter what. We're going to be in a figure eight, all of us, So let's try to do so somewhat intentionally. And I think that's what we're talking about here is easing into. We're going to be entangled with other people and other situations and other drama and other conflicts and other, worries and things. But let's not rush into it. And let's be a little bit discerning about what we're going to get entangled with. Okay? And that's part of the Three of Pentacles as well. And this is the card of the difficulty, because we know that we need to be part of the whole. We know that we need to cooperate with other people. We know that we're going to be entangled in some other figure eight loop, but we really don't want to. We wish we can get outside of that wheel of Dharma, We can get off that cycle. We can get off that wheel of life, but we can't. So the Three of Pentacles is us recognizing the need to be part of earthly life, terrestrial life, part of the grind, part of the cycles, part of the conflict resolution patterns, but we're going into it with more intention, with more awareness, with more self-knowledge, with gnosis, right? And we're being discerning, and we're being careful, and we're being intentional about it, and we're trying to entangle ourselves with that part of the universe that really feels like it's our part. Feels like it's that part of the universe that is home to your star. Okay? But like the star card shows, first we have to illuminate what's within before the path will be illumined out before us, externally, right? And that's what this card is all about. And that, of course, is the work of the hermit, that inner illumination. So we realize that we don't want to be part of the cycles. We don't want to be part of this whole thing. But we know that we will be, and we're going to be, and it's unavoidable. We all have to participate in life. We're all going to earn money and spend money and contribute to the whole machinery of this world. Yeah. But we're going to do so with a little bit more feeling, a little bit more intentionality, a little bit more gnosis, a little bit more discernment. Yeah. And I think that your ultimate goals, Four of Cups, your ultimate goals are changing. Your ideal of that perfect life is changing. Okay? Let's look at the mystery card. Maybe some fire, right? Maybe we need that enthusiasm. We need to kind of get out of this funk energy, and we need to really get some zest going. We need some zeal, We've got to get excited about something again. So maybe this will be some fire energy. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Oh, the Lovers. The Lovers is that which will give us the zeal and excitement that I was talking about. But this is us being very discerning and being very intentional with what we're committing to. See, this is, if we're talking about getting entangled with life, well, the Lovers are the entanglement, right? This is that kind of ultimate entanglement. It doesn't necessarily mean romance, although it could. Okay, this could be saying that, if this is primarily related to your love life, then yeah, this might be that kind of, that we're getting out of a bad situation. We're getting out of this pattern of bad relationships, and we're being very cautious, very careful, and very choosy, very discerning about who we get involved with next. Okay, but this could be the job. This could be, anything, the creative endeavors. This could be the friends. This could be the location of your life, right? But this is a card that demands that we are discerning and choosy and careful, because we make this commitment, and this is utter commitment and devotion to the exclusion of everything else. Okay, this card is about the choice, the conscious, intentional choice. Yeah, of what we're committing to next. Okay, so I think that this is kind of a life-changing moment for you, and I think you're going to be very slow to commit to the next thing, very cautious. But once you do, I feel like it really is going to be intensely satisfying, because it's done with that intentionality, and it's done with gnosis. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, There's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Capricorn every Thursday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Does not cost you anything. And leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.